I don't know if you ever have those days where you think, man, is it gonna get easier? Is this business I'm running, or this thing that I'm doing, or this life that I'm living, am I going to get closer to my goals? Am I going to achieve the things that I want to achieve? Is there time to do all of that? Is there a way to have family and business? All of that, right? Oh, I've been having an interesting day, and I don't think menopause is helping it lately, although I don't have much of that. But when I eat dairy, then menopause, or menocide, as my son likes to call it, kind of creeps back in. So diet, of course, and food has got a lot to do with our hormones. There's everything to do with our hormones, But back to the point. Lately, I said to my husband the other day, I wonder what it must be like to not have this compelling, passionate, overriding, can't sleep unless I do it kind of desire to do what I do. Like, I wonder what that must feel like. I know it wouldn't be me if I didn't, but I wonder what it would be like to be like somebody else, and wake up and do what I got to do, and not feel like this burning desire to help people. Now, I really believe that all of us have a desire to help people, because I believe that's in our DNA, is to help people and to bring something valuable and beautiful to our corner of the world. I really do. And it's not easy. Like, if you run your own business, or if you are in charge of a large project or people, or whatever it is that you do, and if it's good, and you're changing lives, and you're bringing value, and you especially, I don't know, if you're a coach or a leader of some kind, it's not easy. And if it were, everybody would be doing it, right? And so today I'm like, oh man, I'm going to actually just close my office early, because I don't think I'm any good to anybody right now. I just having one of those days. It doesn't happen often, and I just feel like encouraging you, wherever you're at with whatever you're doing. If you have some of those days, it's okay. Close your office early if you need to. But I can tell you 2 or 3 things that really, really hold me fast to my vision, and keep me on track, and remind me of the right stuff, the good stuff. And one of them is something my coach and mentor taught me almost 9 years ago, and that is that your environment is everything. Danny Johnson changed my life in 2013. I get quite emotional when I think about her, because she literally turned my life around. And because she allowed God to use her as the vessel to help hundreds of thousands of men, women, and children rise up from where they were, and just go off and live a beautiful life. Not a perfect life, but one with a vision, and with tools and with strategies. And you need to check your environment. Doesn't matter who you are, or where you are, or who you hang out with, the company that you keep, the places that you go, the conversations that you have, and those that you will participate in and tolerate. Those things are a reflection of the life that you live. They say that your 5 closest friends are a reflection of you. The people you hang out with most, maybe they're not your friends, but whether it's a family member or colleagues, or the 5 people closest to you that you spend most of your time with, are a reflection of you. And when I took a look around 9 years ago, I'm like, I don't know if I like that, actually. And so I'm always checking my environment. So I wanted to share with you, number 1 is I check my environment. When things feel a little off kilter, I'm like, who's new in my life? Has something changed? Has there been some new influence that's come in? And once or twice, every now and again, I go, okay, there it is. I see where I've been feeling negatively, or I see where I've been struggling with this old thing again. And your environment is everything. I handcrafted a brand new environment 9 years ago, and everything changed. Everything. It doesn't mean I ditched my friends. It doesn't mean that at all. But some friends who you think are friends will disappear very quickly when you suddenly make some changes that are serving you and not just them. And even those who are close to you and are good friends maybe won't like the direction that you're going in. And that's okay. It's really okay. You have to be okay with that, because you're not living a life for them. You are living a life for you that brings something beautiful and powerful and valuable to your corner of the world, right? Is just that easy. And so your environment is everything. Who you're married to, who you hang out with, who you work with. And that's going to influence whether or not you get up and go after your goals. It's going to influence whether you work from home in your pajamas or your tacky-tracky. It's going to influence whether you gossip about other people or not. It's going to influence everything. So that's number 1. And number 2 is I believe that anyone in leadership or coaching or training or whatever it is must have a coach. Most especially coaches must have coaches, because if you are like at the very top of your world, you're the smartest, you're the boldest, you're the bravest, you're the most successful, then you're a very big fish in a very small pond, and you're living a small life. And I've been training and teaching for years and years and years, facing many frustrations and teaching myself stuff and pushing myself and always, overcoming my fears and my frustrations. But I didn't know there was a lifestyle such as having a coach in business and in life, and until I met Danny in 2013, thanks to a beautiful, amazing friendship we have with a guy called Richard. And so ever since then, we've had a coach, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 at a time. Ever since then, it is a game changer. You have to remain teachable and coachable, most especially if you're in leadership. And someone said to me the other day, how do you know if you're coachable? I was like, do you have a coach? That's an easy way to know if you're coachable or teachable. Humility is a superpower that most ego-driven people will misconstrue as a weakness. Humility, kindness, patience, all those things. A lot of people will mistake your kindness for weakness. It happens to me often. And then you got to push back once or twice, and then people get a bit of a fright, like, wow, I didn't see that coming. And like, no, because you've been mistaking my kindness for weakness for the last 3 years, and I think it's, doesn't really last 3 years, normally like 3 weeks or 3 months. You have to be in coaching with someone whose results you want and someone who you respect, someone who is the same on stage and behind the scenes, not someone who that's where everyone else is going, that's the popular coach. No, you find your own coach, you find your own way, and you commit to the assignments, the accountability, and the mentorship that person will give you, because that is your environment. You are taking leadership and instruction from someone who can completely positively or negatively impact your life. So you have to seek out the mentor for you. It's really important. Doesn't matter whether it's in whatever it is. As a coach, I have 2 coaches, and when I don't, I'm telling you, my ship starts going off course like this, and it starts hitting rocky waves, and it just, we have to be focused with a vision, with direction, and know where we're going at all times. Even on days like today, I'm shutting office early, and I'm going to pour a glass of wine is what I'm going to do. And the last thing I want to share with you is, are you having fun? My coach said years ago, and I've heard her say it a number of times, such a wise woman, beautiful woman who I miss a lot. And she said, just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should do it. Listen to that, like the wisdom in that really blew my mind. Just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should do it. And I have done many things over the years in the past where I've got the competency, the skill set, I've got the desire, I've got the aptitude, and I've gone and done it. And I've either burnt out, or I've lost money, or I have been screwed over, or something, or just not enjoyed it as much. Just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should do it. So should you be doing what you're doing? And most importantly, here's my question for you. Is it fun for you? Are you loving it? I love what I do. I love what I do. I cry often with my clients, because what we do is very deep, special, meaningful work. I, as a style coach, teaching confidence, it's your beauty, your body, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your everything. These are very, very much at the core of who a woman is. And deep stuff comes up. And I just use my 33 years in business experience and all the personal development work I've been doing for over 20 years to help them as much as I can, but I keep the main thing. I can't be all things to everyone, and nor can anybody. So I'm in my sweet spot. I don't call it staying in your lane so much, because I think that can be a negative connotation. It's like, I keep the main thing. What do I teach? I teach confidence through the power of personal style. That touches on a few things. That's what I do. And I love it. I have fun. I really, really enjoy what I do. It's powerful, it's personal, it's emotional, it's passionate, it's rewarding. So you have to ask yourself, do you love what you do? And I do believe that there is a way to have a beautiful family and time with them, and have your own business and go after your own goals. Maybe it's not your business, maybe it's someone else's business that you want to help grow. It doesn't have to be your own. Just because everyone else is doing things doesn't mean that you should. And so my question is, Do you love what you do? Because if you allow it to overtake you, it's going to dominate you. It's not going to be fun anymore. Oh my gosh, I've got not just one, but many t-shirts on that. And I've taken time off of my business. Sometimes when my book has launched and things are just firing up, and in my prayer time and my conversations with my God, he has said, take a year off now. I'm like, my book has just launched. I don't know if you saw, Lord, thank you for your help with that, but it's just launched. It's like, yep, take a year off. It's just one of the best things I ever did in 2018. At the end of that 2018, my book launched. I took all of 2019 off, and it turned out to be some of the most precious time with my kids and with my husband. I was able to support him with a few things and just be there without the tension and the stress and this pull on, but serving my clients. Like, so you must learn to love yourself well. You must learn to ask yourself on a regular basis, am I having fun? Am I enjoying this? Is it good? Am I living the life that I really want to live? Not the goals you're going after, but looking around at the people and the things, the family, the things you have in your life. Is it looking good? And if it is, then slow down and enjoy it a bit. I think we can be so future focused, our goals and our drive and our vision. And listen, I'm a very competitive person by nature. That'll never change. And therefore I have to work harder to stop and slow down and go like, look at what I have. It's not about gratitude. But let me tell you something. There are people who think that wanting more is a bad thing. You have so much, you should be grateful. That is just bullshit. It's total bullshit. You can be grateful and want more at the same time. Wanting more is your spirit of excellence, getting up and rising up and wanting more. And that is natural, and that is godly, and that is amazing. Your spirit of excellence and your spirit of competition is a good thing. And to compete with your last personal best and to play to win is a good, godly thing. I remember years ago, and I understand why she said it, and it gave me grace for handling it. I was, it doesn't matter where I was, and I had one child, and it was taking me a long time to have number two, like a long, long, long time, years and years. And the one day we were at church and all of us were talking, and someone asked me, am I going to have another? I'm like, yeah, I've been trying for some time actually, and I just got a little tearful. I'm like, I love my son, of course, but man, I'm so desperate for a little girl. And one woman said to me, you're so selfish. You're so selfish. You have a baby, and now you're sad because you can't have another one. I think you're so selfish. And she walked off. Now I was looking at her like this, and then someone who knows her put her hand on my arm and just said she's been struggling to have a baby for a long time. I was like, okay. So I had grace for that moment, but it didn't give her the right to try and make me feel selfish. But for sure, I mean, we chatted after, and we made friends and everything, and it was fine. It's not selfish to want more when you have a lot. It's not. It's not at all. And it's not selfish to want to get up and rise up and do something amazing and powerful and beautiful in your life for others and with others. In fact, I think that it is quite foolish to get to a place and say, well, I have an amazing family and I've got this and I've got this little business and that's it, like I've arrived. I think that that's just silly, actually, because we never arrive, ever. Or do you think you can't learn more, grow more, be more, do more, inspire more, enjoy more? There's always more, and more is okay. And it's not just okay, it's actually essential. It's in our DNA. We are wired for color and for adventure and for more and to excel and for competition and to rise and to fall and to get up again and just play the game of life. And as tired as I feel today, I'm telling you now, tomorrow I'm going to get up again and I want more. And it's not mutually exclusive to being super grateful for what I have. I don't know. So I guess I'm feeling a little nostalgic today, and I have somewhere to be in a few minutes. I just wanted to hop on and just connect with you that if you're watching this and you're in a place where you feel like your wheels are spinning, or you need to take time out, you don't know if you can, are you on the right track? This is your life. And you get to write the vision for it. You literally are your own movie maker. What do you want to do? And just because you can do it, should you be doing it? How do you know? Well, connect with people that you respect and that you trust and have these conversations. You literally can change your whole life tomorrow. You could decide to become a professional surfer and go there. You can decide to become a playwright. You can decide. We are the only creatures on the planet that have the ability to create our own future, I think that's pretty damn powerful. And so with that power, we must not outsource our faith to someone who reads the Bible, his version of the Bible and his understanding of it from the pulpit. It's awesome that we have those people, but don't outsource it to that man and a few women. We have to learn that. Don't outsource your health to those people who tell you you've got to take 7 products a day to be healthy. You educate yourself. Don't outsource your personal style. Find a coaching program. Hey, if you want one, lindapage.com, where I'm not going to tell you where that. I'm going to teach you how I taught myself. I'm going to give you the tools to put in your hand, how to find the right thing at the right price and the right color online, in store, how to mix and match, capsule wardrobe, hair, makeup, accessories, how to do all that. So don't outsource it by taking a stylist in who will tell you what to wear or going on following the fashion fads. Invest in your education with your style and your confidence and your faith and your health and everything. I really believe that, and that's something else my coach taught me, is the best investment you can ever make in your life is in you. So wherever you're at, I just want to pop in and say hi, wish you well, and encourage you to stop and ask yourself questions that may bring up tough answers that you may have to discuss with your spouse or your partner or your mother or whoever it is. You are the architect of your own life. We can watch and listen to as much inspirational, motivational stuff that is all the awesome stuff that's out there. Nothing matters until you take action. Knowledge is not power. I could sit here and quote page after page of all the knowledge that I have about law or finance or people or psychology or health or anything all day long. It is the application of that knowledge that is power. So what power do you have in your life, and are you applying it? And should you be doing what you're doing? Are you having fun? What is your environment, and who's coaching, leading, and mentoring you? Just a couple of thoughts I wanted to share with you today. And if you need encouragement, at lindapage.com, we have a beautiful community. It's called Dress to Connect on Facebook. It's free. I run free webinars, free sessions, free challenges, free competitions, all in support of get up, dress up, be that bold light on a hill, because you are a woman of strength, a woman of substance, a woman of style.